Hello, everyone! I'm Buford MC, and welcome back to our magical adventures in GregTech New Horizons. So, today, I want to start off by doing just a little bit more Thaumcraft. So, last time, we ended off by getting our new upgraded Greatwood Wand after we went and defeated the Twilight Lich. And since then, I have actually gone ahead and upgraded. So we now have upgraded it into the Satin Entwined Greatwood Wand. So it has 50 capacity, and it's completely fully charged up. We also have a second one now. So we actually have two of these. So two Satin Entwined Greatwood Wands. They have that, what was it called again? I think the Enchanted Cloth Cap, something like that. Let's see if I can look it up. Nope, if you click recipe, I'll just show you that. Oh, here we go, that's better. Yep, Enchanted Cloth Cap, that's how you make that one. So, it did cost a bit of V, but we were able to get there in the end because we had the iron one last time, and eventually I was able to upgrade it to this one. And when we wear our fancy armor right here, we have a 78% discount, which is pretty good, I'd say. So I was quite happy with that. So today what I want to do is I want to start off by doing a little bit more in Thaumcraft. There's a few quests I want to take a look at, and then we're going to pivot to trying to finish the final LV quests. And the thing I want to try and work on today is I want to try and work on this quest right here. I'm going to specifically try and figure out the Nether Star Plate, because we know that, well, to get a Nether Star Plate, we're going to need a Nether Star block, and that's going to need 9 Nether Stars. Now, we have 1 Nether Star, and we're going to need 8 more, and that means we're going to need to fight 8 Withers, and that means we're going to need a lot of Wither Skeleton Skulls, and that is the thing I want to work on today. So we are going to be taking a trip to the Nether, and we're going to try a little bit of an experiment. But first, let's try and do a little bit of Thaumcraft here, and even before we do that, let's go to sleep. You feel vaguely nervous. Interesting. That's a message from Thaumcraft. It's from Warp. We don't have too much Warp. I mean, if I look at this, it's... yeah, 5 permanent Warp, 1 normal Warp, 0 temporary Warp. So, it's not that bad. You only get messages right now, so it's not terrible. So, what I want to try and make today is I want to try and make... let's take a look. Novice Thaumaturgy. So, we've run into a wall finally again on this part as well. So, we're pretty much, I think, at a bit of a wall here in terms of the main quest now. So, the Primal Charm is the next thing it wants us to do. And we want to make these different clusters here, which are essentially just the shards. Then the Mixed Crystal Cluster, which is even more shards. That's doable, but this is actually an issue. Rose Gold Ring, because it wants to make a Primal Charm, and it wants all that in Rose Gold Ring. Well, the Rose Gold is actually made, as far as I was able to tell, inside of a blast furnace. We can do that. It does take a really long time, 320 seconds for 1 ingot. But the Rose Gold Dust actually needs an MV mixer. So as far as I can tell, we can't continue on in Thaumcraft any further in this direction. But there is one more main quest that we still can do, and it's actually this one here. The Goggles of Revealing. So it says, with your new wand, you can make Goggles of Revealing. You can now see nodes clearly, more so than with the thermometer, but all the time. Additionally, the goggles give you a 5% V discount. Simple lens upgrades will grant you various seeing abilities as well, okay? Later, you can make more advanced goggles and even integrate the goggles into advanced armors. And with the Thaumcraft node tracker, it makes remembering nodes trivial. Okay, we know how to do that. So yeah, we're going to try and make these Goggles of Revealing here. So what we're going to need are a couple of things. We're going to need some gold rings, gold rod, gold screw. We are going to need 2 of the thermometers and then 2 hardened leather. So I should actually have the thermometers. Yep, I've got 2 of them in there. This is the one I keep on me in case we need to scan something, because I don't think I actually can scan with these goggles. I think you still need to use the thermometer for that. So I do have that, but we do need to prepare the last few items here. So the gold is one thing. So what we're going to need is the rings, right? So I'm going to need a couple of rods. We did need a screw, which we have. So we just need to get a couple of gold rods. So we'll do that. And we already have all the V. These are fully charged ones, so that's not going to be an issue. Was it 2 rings we needed? Yep, 2 rings we needed. And there we go. Lovely. Alright, so we have, I believe, that. And now we just need to get the hardened leather. So to make hardened leather, we just need some wax and tanned leather, right? So we are prepared for this. We have some beeswax. I need to put that, I think it's inside of a compressor. That'll be very quick, and then we'll go ahead and get that tanned leather prepared. So I actually want to talk about this for a moment. So tanned leather, actually, we have a new way of making this now. So tanned leather, normally we do it through the drying rack. You have to turn leather into bound leather, so it costs you 4 leather to get 1 bound leather. So essentially 4 leather for 1 tanned leather, alongside some string and woven cotton, so a bunch of cotton. But there is another way we can actually make this stuff now, and it's through the chemical bath. So you can turn 2 leather into 1 tan leather, so that's half the amount of leather from what we would normally do at the drying rack. And you need something called phosphoric acid. So if we actually grab that leather, let's grab what we need. We only need 2 of these. Well, no, we need 4, don't we? Yeah, we need 4 in total. So we need 8 normal leather. So if we come over here to our chemical bath, right there, I actually already have this stuff. So this is the phosphoric acid right here. So let me go ahead and get these set up. It does take, yeah, it'll take about a minute. So the way you get this phosphoric acid, actually, is you put it through a chemical reactor. So you need some water along with some, actually, was it that one? No, it was that one. There's a few ways to make it. One way is actually with apatite, sulfuric acid, and water, which gives you phosphoric acid and hydrochloric acid. I didn't do that. What I did was I used this one here, which uses 6 buckets of water with 14 phosphorus pentoxide dust. Now, the phosphorus pentoxide dust actually comes from another chemical reactor where you use phosphorus dust with 10 buckets of oxygen, and phosphorus dust comes from a whole nother thing as well. I believe it was, let's see if I can find that. This right here, you electrolyze phosphate dust. 5-phosphate gives you 1 phosphorus dust and 4 buckets of oxygen. And phosphate dust we actually get from ore processing. So we get it from apatite and the tricalcium phosphate. So overall, we end up getting this phosphoric acid after a couple of steps by processing those things. So that's how we're now making tanned leather. So it's a little bit of a process, but it works out in the end. Right, so we got a couple of those now, and how many do we need? 4? Yep, that's what we needed, actually. All right, perfect. So we have that, and we also have some wax in here as well. Lovely. So that just needs, I believe it's a forming press, and that'll give us the 2 bits of hardened leather that we need. Perfect, so that'll be coming in here in just a moment from our forming press. Take a few more seconds. So yeah, that is, again, how we do the tan leather now. It's a lot better than the drying rack. It's also a lot quicker, and it is cheaper. So the cheaper, the better. It's always good to be cheaper on things. So that is good. So there's the hardened leather, and we just need 1 more. So the goggles of revealing are going to need 30 of each aspect, but again, that won't be an issue. We've got plenty of that. There's the second hardened leather. Right, so let's go head on up and use this. So we can just use that wand, I guess. Do I have... Nope, I need to get the other... Yep, there we go, those guys. So how do we do this? Let's just do that. No, we need a screwdriver. Right. Back over here we go. Grab the screwdriver. Screwdriver, there we go. And let's head over here again. And now we can make the goggles of revealing. Okay, it doesn't work, does it? Yeah, the shift click doesn't work with that for some reason. I just can never get that to work. I think I've got it to work before, though, but it gives me trouble sometimes. So we have to do it manually, and there we go. So also, let's not forget to put these on so that we get the extra discount. So there we go, 23.7, and there we are. Goggles of revealing. Right, so that is good, and I can probably just go over here and just break these to recharge that wand a little more. See how far that gets us. Almost to full. That's alright. So we'll go ahead and pop you back in. That's the fully charged one, and we have our new goggles of revealing. Right, so what we can do now, actually, is I probably don't need a Starmanite helmet anymore, because this gives us the same discount. And that... Actually, let's see how that looks. That actually looks much better, doesn't it? Yeah, I like that more than the helmet. Right, so we can... Well, we'll retire you. We'll take you to the proper armor chest, I think, since we probably won't be using you anymore. We'll put you in here with the non-enchanted armors. And also, before I forget, actually, we didn't actually get this before, but I recently accidentally dropped my wand and picked it up, and I actually ended up getting a new trophy. So, what was this one called? The wand trophy. So, we ended up actually getting a new trophy when I accidentally did that. I can't believe we didn't get that sooner, but I guess I never accidentally dropped and picked up the wand. I really wish they would fix that, where you have to drop the items to get the trophies, because if you just make them and put them in your inventory, it doesn't work. You actually have to literally drop it on the ground and then pick it up like that for you to ever get the trophies. It seems to be the way it is, but it's alright. Anyways, though, so we got that, and we now have the goggles of revealing. So one thing we can also do with these, I believe, is it's going to actually allow us to see the aspects now in the crucible, and also it should allow us to see the nodes. Let's do this. Let's put our main armor on, and I'll just take the goggles for a moment, because we still do move faster like that. So we also be able to see the nodes, so I'm going to quickly just test that for a moment. Let's grab a hang glider. So we should be able to just see the nodes now, like... Is that one actually right there? No, that's not a node at all. That's a fruit. Right. So I know there's a node over here. There's a couple of them actually over here. But I just want to test this for just a moment. There we go. I can see it there. So you can see it actually from pretty far away, actually. I think the range is even better than with this guy. Yeah, see, I can't even see that one from here. With the goggles on, I can. Right, so that is quite good. Don't see... Yeah, I don't see any other ones around us right now. It is going to be nighttime as well. So that's one thing we can do with those. That'll help us out. We can see the nodes better. Not that we've had to use them now that we have the mushrooms, but I'm sure the nodes will be useful. But another thing, though, we can use is I believe we can actually see into the crucible. Hey, there's a node down there. That looks like it's underground, actually. Hold on a minute. Yeah, there's like one... Is that in our basement? Hold on a minute. Let me go investigate for just a second here. I mean, that almost looks like it's inside of the basement. All right, let's go to sleep here quick as well. All right, that is interesting. All right, so... Let's see, where was it at? It's over here. Right, it's not in the basement, but... somewhere over there. That's interesting, actually. All right. I didn't know there were nodes underground like that. Interesting. Right, so... let's go test out that crucible as well, then, while I'm still thinking about that. Actually, before we do that, we need to stay down here. We need to grab something we want to make. I was going to look at the quests. So, I want to test this out. So, actually, what about this one here? Red crystal. Redstone dust is a wonderful substance, but has several limitations that only true Minecrafters can handle. Right, red crystal. That one looks a bit complicated. How about this one? Glowing glowstone the magical way. Gleonia seed. Okay, this one might be manageable, although do we have an Azure Blast? Yes, we have one. Alright, so we better not mess this up. Right, so we do have that. And what we're going to need is... let's bookmark you, take you off. We're going to need 8 lux, so that's easy. We have the torches, so... that. Let's take everything out of a hotbar. You don't want to throw something into the crucible by accident. So 8 torches. We're going to need what else? 6 Picantio and 4 Victor. So Picantio... what can we get Picantio from? Preferable thing to do would be to get it from something that doesn't have anything else so you don't waste things, but that's not always an option. Great wood sapling. Yeah, sometimes you get other stuff. A lot of the time you do. It's not easy to get a perfect thing. Let's think about this. Let's look a little bit more. So it needs 6 Picantio. So we would need 6 or something. What about Cinder Pearl? Do we have some of those, I think? No, actually, no. We have those. Those come from a crop. Those are going to be in the crop area. I'm not going to go up there for that. Let's see. Anything? Silverwood log, maybe? Mossy cobblestone has Picantio. Seems kind of weird, doesn't it? What's magic about mossy cobblestone? I know the shards have it, but they're going to have other stuff too. Let me see one more time. What else was there? Mossy cobblestone. I mean, that's going to have something else. I don't even know what that is, actually. There was another one here. I think it was the silverwood logs and the greatwood logs. Actually, I think I saw one other thing as well. Terrawort. Terrawort gives us 4. I have some of that. And it gives us the Victus as well. So I just throw in 2 of those, but we're wasting a little bit of... I think that one's Aurum. So 2 Terrawort and 8 torches actually should be enough. Right, let's just test that. It's alright if we waste a couple of them. And I have the wand on me just in case. And we probably should grab some dirt because I think we'll accidentally make a little bit of flux here. But nothing we can't clean up very easily, I don't think. So let's just test this out, see if those goggles actually work. I mean, they should. I don't see why they wouldn't. But we have the goggles on. So if we throw in... So let's just test, make sure this. 4 Victus, 6 Picantio. That'll give us 8 Picantio and 8 Victus, so that'll be enough. And then the Azure Blast. 8 Lux. Got it. So we'll throw these in. Turn off the magnet. Yep. So we can actually see the aspects inside. So everything we want to see is in. We throw this in. And we got it. Right, so we got the Gilionia seed. Right, so if we shift right click, I think we empty this. It does make a little bit of that flux. Okay, and turn that magnet on so nothing goes inside. And it is empty and everything is safe. Lovely. Alright, so there we go. We got the Gilionia seed. I'm not sure how that works, actually. I'm assuming... Void plant. Use seeds to make something like that. Okay, that seems like it's far away. So, let's see. Many plants that can provide glowstone dust, but the best one might just be Gilionia, the magical plant. Once matured, can be harvested for 2 glowstone dusts directly. Oh. Right. Well, I won't plant that right now, but I just wanted to test out the goggles of revealing at least. See how those work, and they seem to work quite well. Right, so we'll put that in there, and let's get the rest of our stuff back out. And let's put that wand away. Actually, not yet, but there was one more thing I wanted to make as well. I wanted to try and knock out this quest here, the shulker box. So that was because we got the shulker shells last time, so we have those. We actually do need to make some stuff for that, though. Let's go take a quick peek. We need to get... living wood plates. Ah, wait a minute. No, we can't do that yet. Right, so maybe we can. I thought that was something else. Living wood from Botania. That actually is going to be something completely different, I think. Right, yeah. Alright, we won't be making the shulker box, but we can complete another quest, though. So shulker boxes need us to do some Botania to do that. Because we did get the shulker shells from the Lich Tower. A couple of them. Salus Mundus actually is just, yeah, balance shards, which we've already made those. But we don't have these. So I'll have to deal with that. We won't. I don't think we'll be getting into Botania yet. In fact, I don't even know if we can, but... yeah, I'll hold off on that. We don't need shulker boxes right now. We've got backpacks. But this is the one I wanted to do also. I wanted to do the enchantment table, which is a recipe right here, but... We already have one. We got it from a roguelike dungeon, so we just need to break it and place it. Enchanting table 1.0. Maybe there's a better one coming up. Alright, so we at least knocked that out, and Silky Jewel, we actually have one of those as well. Right, I don't think we are going to make anything else, so I'm going to put this wand away. The Silky Jewel's actually going to be down here. Yep, there it is, Silky Jewel. And that's another quest. Lovely. We already had those things because I think we got that from a quest reward, but you can make it if you want to, although I don't think we can do that just yet. And Division Sigil. Right, I think this is some sort of a ritual right here. We actually have that, but yeah, it says you must perform activation ritual. Yeah, I don't think that's something I want to do right now. Right, so I think that will be it for Thaumcraft for now. So we're going to turn our attention now to these nether star plates. Well, at least getting the wither skeleton so we can, you know, fight withers to get more nether stars. So what are we going to do in order to get more wither skeleton skulls? Of course, we have luck on our crossbow, so we can fight wither skeletons, but to get enough so that we can fight like 8 more withers, it's going to take a lot of wither skeletons. It's going to take a long time, so there needs to be a way we can speed it up. So, let me put this screwdriver away. So you might have noticed I have a book on me here. Materials and You, Volume 2, which is from Tinker's. And if we look at this, there is a specific tool that I want to take a look at today. This one right here, the Cleaver. So the Cleaver is a heavy defensive weapon. The sword is unwieldy, but the sheer weight of the tool crushes foes. So with right-click, you can actually block. Blocking cuts a wide variety of damage types in half. Natural abilities. Beheading 2. Beheads mobs. Their head is dropped as loot. So that, I think, is how we're going to get with the skeleton skulls. Beheading 2 sounds like it could be quite useful. But it's not just the Cleaver that's going to help us, I don't think. No. There was one other thing as well, and we have to keep scrolling here until we get to this right here, a modifier called Beheading. So working an ender pearl and some obsidian on a weapon has the curious effect of separating the target's head from its body. Effects: beheads mobs, enemies drop their heads as a result. Type single use, stackable, yes. So we're going to make a Cleaver, and we're going to add even more beheading to it so that we can get a pretty good chance of getting with the skeleton skulls, and then we're going to test it out at another fortress. So that is what I want to do now. So we need to make the Cleaver first. So I had to do a little thinking about this, and we have to make the parts. So we're going to need a large plate. We're going to need I think that is the, what is it called? Let's see if I can find it in here. Not sword blade. It's like the big sword, large blade. We need that, and then it's going to be 2, I believe those are tough rods. Now, the tough rods, we're actually going to make one of them out of... No, it's not in here. It's down there. It's actually thaumium, because that's going to give us a modifier, I think, called thaumic, which I believe is going to give us an extra modifier slot. And I think the rest, we should be able to get away with making out of cobalt. So, because we also want to make sure we do some damage. So we're going to need, I think, 19 cobalt ingots. The thaumium things actually you can make inside, I think, of the pot builder. So put that in there. See how this works. We haven't actually made a new Tinker's tool in a long time. I can't remember the last time we made one of these. But we do need a tough rod, which is... Can't find the tough rod. Okay, let's try this then. Nope, if I can spell it right. I know we have it. There we go. Tough rod. So we're going to come in here, and I think 3 thaumium gives us a thaumium tough rod with a durability modifier 1.18 times and thaumic, which is what we want. All right, so we got that. It is nighttime, so let's go to sleep. And then we will go ahead and make the rest of the parts that we're going to need. So there is our cobalt. Now, does cobalt actually do the most damage? I think it was, what was it, a large blade? 2 hearts. Can't think of anything else we could use right now. Obsonite, 2 hearts. Yeah, cobalt's probably the best. So let's grab. We're gonna need the large plate, large blade, and tough rod. That in there to get the cobalt tough rod. That'll give us the large plate. That one takes a little bit longer. This one probably will as well since it needs 8. Should have enough left in here. Yeah, 8 ingots. And that is going to be the large blade. This should all work out quite well, I'd say. Now, I'm pretty sure this thing's going to have pretty good durability. The damage, we'll see. It's probably not going to be as much as this because we're not going to put sharpness on it. This is all about beheading. So let's see how this works. We'll go with the cleaver here. Cobalt large sword blade, cobalt large plate, cobalt tough rod, thermic tough rod. There we go. So we do get a free modifier on this. Durability is quite good, 4,944, and it does 7 attack. This one does 9 hearts. Actually, that's not much worse. Okay, that's not too bad. Reinforced 2 and thermic. Right, cobalt cleaver. 14 attack damage, 18. That's not bad, actually, compared to my sword here. Okay, so there we go. We now have a cleaver. Now, holding this does give us mining fatigue 3 because it is a big weapon, I guess. We can block with it. Wonder, actually, can you hold, like, a shield with this? Actually can. You can hold both of them. Interesting. I don't normally use a shield. The only thing is, of course, we have to be up and close to be able to fight the wither skeletons, and I prefer to be quite far away, so it's going to make things a bit different for me, but we're going to try this with the cobalt cleaver. Now, before we continue, we only have 1 modifier slot for now, but we can make more, actually, and I want to add more modifier slots so we can actually add more beheading. So actually, before we do that, let's grab 1 ender pearl and 1 obsidian. Actually, do we want to do that? I can't remember. What I want to do is I want to add extra modify slots. So there's actually 2 that we can do right now, I believe. So we're going to need these right here. We're going to need diamond and block of gold. That's not too bad. This one is doable, but it's kind of expensive, but I'm willing to do it. Enchanted golden apple and a diamond. So let's go grab 9 gold. Turn that into a gold block. We'll have to go grab a diamond. We're going to need 10 diamonds, actually. Diamonds are down here. We'll make the diamond block. And I do already have an enchanted golden apple. Now, you can craft more of those enchanted golden apples, I believe. It just costs a lot. Let's see. Well, we have one up there. I can just look at it then. It just costs you a lot of gold, I think. So let's quickly head up here. Yep, there it is. The enchanted golden apple, which costs 8 blocks of gold and an apple in an LV chemical reactor. So it is doable for us, but it just costs a lot of gold. I need to go mining for gold. We have 70 ingots here, and we are running low even on dust down there, so I'm going to have to get more soon. There we go. Block of gold. Block of diamond. Have we scanned these yet? No, we haven't. They actually give you a couple of research points, it looks like. Not bad. Right, so we have that and that. Right. So we should be able to head back over and add a couple of modifiers to you. So Cleaver. Nope, not that one. That one there. So that gives us, yep, 2 modifiers. And this one gives us 3 modifiers. So it is expensive, yes, but I think it's going to be worth it because I think each level here of beheading, chance to behead 20%. Okay, that sounds quite good, actually. So I think each level is going to give us 3. So once we put 3 of these on, I think it's going to be like 50% chance of a head, which is not bad. 50-50 chance, I'll take it. Right, I need obsidian for this. There it is. 3 obsidian. Nope, not 4. 3. There we go. Put that there. We get beheading, which gives us, 30% chance to behead. 40% chance to behead. 50% chance to behead. And that, I think, is as far as we're going to be able to take that right now without leveling it up. So this is going to be the cleaver we use. Right, let's put this book away then. And I think it's going to be time to head over to the nether. So put that book away. Let's make sure we have the hang glider. So how do we want to do this? I'm going to put that... Yeah, I'm going to move everything over by 1. I'm going to make sure we have a potion of fire resistance. It's always good to do that. And let's bring a few blocks. Just in case. We don't need torches, actually, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a night vision potion. Let's take... Only 3 minutes? Nope, we have 8-minute ones here. Let's take 2 of them. We might only... we'll take 2 just in case. I'll probably only go through 1, but what we're going to do is we're going to go to the fortress, drink one of these night vision potions, and we'll see how many skulls we can get over the span of the night vision potion. So I'll put one of these away in here for now. We'll hold on to that one. And, well, we'll see what happens. This should be interesting, I think. It depends on how many wither skeletons there are. I'm just looking at my armor. You know, actually, one thing I do want to quickly mention, actually, is my armor, especially these leggings right here, are running a little low on durability, 24%. So I've been trying to figure out how I can get mending again. I got it once because it's on these piston boots. And, well, I haven't been able to get another mending. Now, I know at some point in the future, not far from now, I think there's going to be a way to duplicate enchanted books. So I've actually been trying to get more mending, but I haven't been able to get it. Now, I don't even think technically mending was in this version of Minecraft, so I think a mod's adding it. But I just don't know how to get it again. So if you know how to get mending in this pack, let me know. Because that would be really nice if I can get mending on these and I can start repairing these armors. Because these are good. I mean, look at that. Protection 4, Protection 4, Protection 4. This one, of course, is already good. It's the piston boost, so it doesn't have as much protection. But the speed boost makes it more than worth it. Right, enough talking. Let's get into the nether here. And let's get and see how many wither skeleton skulls we can get today. Right, so the fortress... I don't think we've actually gone there together at least, but it's over here. So let's just make sure everyone is happy. Seems to be. Right, so let's quickly run over here for a moment. And you see a blaze. And the blazes are going to be our biggest problem, I think. They are quite annoying because there are actually quite a few spawners. And you can't really just break the spawners easily, so it's hard to take those guys out. Ooh, I need to... Should have bought the hunter's backpack, shouldn't I? Too late to go back now. Just saw someone move over there. I'm just unlocking these so we don't get too full up. Right, let's drink the night vision potion. And let's go in. Let's see how we do. Do we see any wither skeletons? That's the other issue. Sometimes you don't even see them. You can look on the map sometimes. So, this is an area right here where there's a blaze spawner. We gotta be careful. But, well, it's just a matter of looking for them. So far, not having much luck. There's not much of anyone around here. They'll spawn in at some point, though. I'm not seeing much of anyone right now. Just have to start running around. I mean, they'll spawn in at some point. That's a dog. We don't care about you. I don't want your head. I want wither skeletons. Yeah, and those blazes there, because they're all infernals as well. Those are the biggest problem we have. But sometimes you have to look at the map. There's not much of anyone, actually. Man, that's quite a bummer, actually. I'll pick up that diamond, why not? Throw out that. I'm not gonna hold on to that. Alright, there we go. I see some people there. Right, so we want to take down those blazes. Okay. Oh, you turned invisible, didn't you? I thought you didn't die. Where did he go? There he is. See, that is the problem we have. Right, here's our first candidate for a skull right here. Hello? Something weird on him. Bested? Ooh, I don't like that. Okay, that was something weird. And we got one! Yay! We finally got a skull. Perfect. Alright. So that was a weird guy right there. Let's see if we can get this other one here. Oh, there's one right there, actually. Alright, and I didn't get one from him. There's another candidate right... Are you actually with a skeleton? No, you might not actually have been considered a wither skeleton, actually. There's another blaze spawner right there. And there's more blazes. That's the thing that's going to kill us. Also, these guys. These are also an issue. And I don't even know what's going on over there. Of course, they also give you tons and tons of loot, and you fill up immediately. So that is the other problem we have as well. Did I even empty this? Yeah, I did. That's good. Yeah, that's just a mess right there. How are we doing? Yeah, we're not doing too well. If we can get with the skeletons, we're fine, but... Wow, look at all this. Hey, he drops an enchanted book. Look at this, I've already full up. Just from the armor and the junk. Boy. Right. What's that? Swift Sneak. Huh. Got Swift Sneak from him. Oh, here we go. Some guys right there. Oh, didn't get a skull from him. There's one right. There's a guy. Oh, there's a few people here, actually. This is not bad. There's one. Okay, we got two so far. They get withered, though. There's one right there as well. There we go, 3. So, we've already got 3 of them. So, the first 3 I got when I fought the wither the first time probably took me maybe 100 of them, I don't know. Took me a while to get them. Maybe more than 100. So, the fact that we've gotten 3 already that quickly, you can see that beheading is definitely working. And we're gonna need, though, for what we need to do, like, I don't know, 24 of them? There's the blazes again. There we go, took them out. You get XP from them, but you also get other stuff. Those away. Right, any other... What's that? Oh, it's you. Don't want to hit that pigman either. Okay, we can't find any again. We did get 3 though, so I mean, they come in. If we can just find them, we're gonna get more of these, but that's the key thing. We need them to spawn. Nope, nothing there. Anything deeper in here right now? Again, sometimes the map will help you, looking at the map, but again, yeah, there's just no one. There might be a group over there. Gotta remember where that is. I think it's... right there. I didn't even see who that was, but that was a massive blaze. Nope. This is not at all what I want, is it? How's my armor holding up? Okay, we're not here to fight blazes. We're here to fight with the skeletons. But let's see if any more have spawned in on this side. How are we doing on that? We might actually do the second night vision potion, just to see how much success we can have here. Guy there? Nope, that's a pigman. A couple of them spawned in over here not long ago, so hopefully we can get more to spawn in. Not hearing anyone. I see one on the map there. There he is, right there. No skull. It is a 50-50 chance, though, so keep that in mind. Alright. Anyone else? No, we've gone quiet again. Sometimes, one thing that we can do is... we can run all the way over here. Try and get them to spawn in. We stand from afar. How are we doing on that? That's going to be going out in a moment. We stand over here, we might get some spawns. Let's see. Put some stuff in here for a moment. Don't need that, don't need that. Probably could put you away for the moment as well into here. Nope, not you. Don't need that. Ooh, what did I just do? That is not what I wanted. I do need you, actually. How did that get out of my hotbar? Whoops. I'll hold on to these so they'll stack. Right, so we're going to run out here of the first night vision potion right now. So let's drink the second one. We got 3 out of the first one, but the biggest bottleneck really is actually the lack of the wither skeletons, funny enough. So, don't want you. Alright, let's see if we can get some more. Come on, wither skeletons. Come out. Come out wherever you are. We do get a lot of levels in this place, by the way, as well. Which is quite good. We're just not getting spawns right now. Get blazes. Those are the things that are quite annoying. Because they have all these effects, and look at this guy. Is that... hello? Fire bat. Those guys can be annoying. Ah, here we go, finally. Ooh, a couple of them as well. No skull? We did get one from you. Perfect. Alright. We got another wither skeleton skull. That's just cobalt ore. Alright, let's go run back down here a little bit. Another sword and a bow we can throw out. We got a necrotic bone. Interesting. Alright, let's look at the map again. That might be someone right there. Probably is a blaze, but... don't even know where he is, actually. Sounds like a blaze. Well... hearing some other people now. Ah, hello. Yes, we got one. A 5th one, and I see another one. Oh, no, wait. Is that? No, that's a blaze. No, it isn't. It is actually one. Are you mad at me? Oh, gosh. I'm not supposed to be fighting you. There we go. Okay. The good news for that was there were no other pigmen around. I don't know why that happens sometimes. That sometimes there are pigmen that just are always mad at you. Like, I didn't even break anything there, and he was mad at me. Right, where are we at? I've got turned around. Alright, let's head back up here. So up to 5 so far, with 5 minutes to go on our night vision. So, let's go ahead and see if we can get a few more. I'm sure we can do better than the 3 we did in the first potion. And the biggest bottleneck really seems to be lack of with the skeletons. I wonder if these guys would work. No, probably not. Didn't get one from there. He was quite annoying, though. Alright, let's see. Anything on the map? Might be... Whoa! Okay, he was waiting around the corner for me. These blazes really can annoy you here. They really, really can. It isn't the best fortress, I will say that. This place isn't. The best part of this is when they spawn in groups. But yeah, this took me forever, though, to get them the first time, and it certainly is an improvement. We're already up to 5, so it's like a fifth of the way. And I feel like we've actually been quite unlucky with the wither skeleton spawns. All right, let's try in here again. Maybe we'll get some to come around. Or we'll just get more blazes. The normal skeleton right there. Oh, he's fighting the blaze. Look at this. Hello. Goodbye. Oh, yeah. It's just blazes. Golly, we're getting more blazes. Right, we've got 3 minutes. We've got to get some more wither skeletons in here. Is this the right way? Yeah, it is. At least we get pistons out of it. That is one good thing about the Infernals, that you get a lot of pistons, and pistons are quite a pain sometimes. Alright, anyone around? Nope. Not seeing hardly anyone on the map. Just can't get them to come in. I hear a bat. I saw a bat back there. Yeah, this is what I'm going to have to do, though, to get the wither skeletons. This cleaver certainly is the answer. It's just a matter of getting them to come. Okay, he disappeared. Yep, it's just, it really comes down to the fact that we just need them to spawn. We do have another nether fortress on the other side of the portal. I might give that one a shot. Well, there might be some up here. Looking on the map. But it might be just pigmen. What was that? Who just shot me? Phantom. Oh, I've never seen that before. Okay, that is not what I wanted to fall into just now. Alright, we've got about a minute. Let me throw out these. No, these armors that I don't need. And a hoe, I don't need that. Right, do we have any more with the skeletons around? So far, no. Not looking good. We'll give it one more shot back here, and then I think we'll have to... Oh, I see one on the map. There's one right there, but he's being guarded by a bunch of blazes. Hello. You got me from behind. I don't want to... Can we get one more? Yes, we did. All right, well, at least we got another one. With great difficulty. Whoa, wow, you threw me way up there. All right, how's my armor doing? You do take a beating in this place. Yeah, I mean, the blazes, they are a pain. All right, 20 seconds. I'm sure the second this runs out, we'll start seeing them. But, yeah. Not as successful of a mission as I was hoping, but really, again, it's not really the Cleaver's fault. It's the spawns of the wither skeletons. Yep, there we go, in darkness again. Just give it one more round, and then I think we'll head on back. Yeah, see, in here it's quite dark. Whoa, oh, baby. You didn't drop a skull. I mean, those are just normal skeletons, though. So, might be some guys down here now. I hear them. Okay, I'll tell you what. There we go, I can see someone. I knew it. The second I lose night vision, they came in. I didn't get one from you. I hear another one. I can't see them as well, and that is a hazard a little bit. Oh, hello. Just a normal skeleton, though. Just gonna plug that up so I don't end up falling in accidentally. You. Yes, there was one there. That's just a normal skeleton. Let's have him come around. And it doesn't work on... No, it didn't work on you. Yeah. Nope, that was just a regular one. I heard one more, actually. There he is. Nope, didn't get it from you either. Right, it's funny how they started spawning now the second I lost the night vision, but... Yeah, I think that's enough for this place for now. I'll come back here and I'll start working on getting more of these. Hopefully I'll get better luck. Nope, nothing up there. And doesn't look like there's anything down... Actually, no, I did see one on the map just now. Over there, there's actually a few. Nope, didn't get one from you. Alright, let's get out of here. And we are full up completely again. Alright, well, I've got poison, that's why. Alright, let's throw away some stuff we don't need. I think it's time we head on back. Let me just dump off these items. "61 blaze rods, look at that. You get a ton of them from here. Alright, I think that is enough. So we gave it our best shot. We got 6 so far, so I'm going to have to come back here probably a couple of times and start working on getting the rest of those, but I'll do that. But I do want to try it out. That was quite interesting. The cleaver certainly works. I mean, six skulls in a span of a few minutes wasn't too bad, I'd say. So I'm quite happy with the result, and yeah. So I will definitely work on it. That's already 2 more nether stores right there, so that is good. Let's put those in here. And what else did I get? Did I get anything else in here? A couple of gold, coal, diamonds. Alright, let's lock that. Put you... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Whoops. Yeah, lock these, and let's also... What did I just do? Oh. Something happened there. That was strange. Yep, there we go. That worked. I don't know what happened there. Alright, so... What we're going to do now is we're going to end off by claiming our quest rewards, because we do have a couple of them in Novice Thaumaturgy to claim here. So let's go head on up to the magic area, since these are the magical quests, and see what we get. So we've got we did this one here, which was the Gleonia seed, which just gives us some fertilizer. This was the enchantment table. We get a magic novice loot bag and some bookshelves, which we don't really need. Silky jewel. Oh, that gives us the block of golden diamond we actually needed for the modifier. That's funny. But we get another loot bag, and this is the caps, which gives us wolf spawn eggs. An uncommon treasure. And the goggles of revealing gives us some mushrooms. Right, so we do have 2 of the magic novice loot bags. those away. We did get an uncommon treasure as well. We might as well open that. Let's put away the hang glider. Where's that go? It goes there. I don't know where those go. I forgot. It's alright. But we do have some of these things to open up, so let's see what we get. These aren't the best magic ones. It's not the, was it Magic Adept one? We got some really good things from that. We got this armor from it. Not this one. We got the other armor. Which I can't seem to remember where I put that. We do have this, we still got the boots up here. I think I put those downstairs somewhere. It was the ones that gave you all the really cool effects. Like the max health boost. No, I didn't put those there. Where did I put those? Well, it doesn't matter right now. But I seem to have lost those armors. I don't know where I put it. I swear I put them in one of these chests. And the boots are in the first boot. Oh, there they are right there. The bloodstained thaumaturge stuff. I didn't even check to see how you make these. Oh, so you just use... Oh, that's bloody enchanted fabric. Which does not seem to have a recipe? Interesting. Don't know how to make that. Right, well, we got it anyways. Doesn't matter. But it does give you some interesting boosts. Anyways, though, let's go ahead and see what we get. The uncommon treasure. We got Potion of Invisibility and some coins. And let's see what we get from these loot bags. We got shards. Alright. I won't say no to shards. We do have a ton of them, though. And the final Magic Novice loot bag. We got saplings. Okay, I think we've got all of those anyways. Doesn't matter. So, is there any other quest I actually need to turn in as well? I guess to kill all the things, yeah, we did do those. Those just give you the hearts and the coins. You get a lot of coins from those. Yeah, tons of coins. But yeah, that I think is going to be it for this episode. So, we were able to get the Goggles of Revealing today. We were able to make a new Tinker tool, and we're working now on getting more of those Wither Skeleton skulls so that we can get the Nether Star plates so that we can finally finish off the final LV quests and move on to the MV Age, which I think we're going to be doing very soon. So I'm quite excited about that. And yeah, we're going to end this episode here. So I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.